G'day everybody, it's Mike. What we're doing here, we've got RR Racing update on my Lexus, and I'm just going to go a little step through how to upload the tune to the OBS, and then we'll go out to the car and upload it. So what we do, we go upload to MyGenius, and we connect it, select the file. So we're going to go next, select the file. I'll go to where I've got my F350 IS350 F-Sport racing tune. So I've got the stock tune, which is in there, and the tune file. So we go here, verify the file. I'm not sure how long this takes. Not long, I guess half a minute or something like that. And then we go next. So that's me, Mike, 7200 tune. It's manager code, software code, and now we confirm that. And what that does, it uploads it from the computer onto the MyGenius device, and then we go out to the car, plug it in, and just upload it onto the car, and it's done. So the file I sent last night, I sent the factory file over to them, and it came back this morning, so that's within 24 hours, so that's pretty awesome. And now it's done. So the next thing we do is go out to the car, and at the moment the manager is mowing lawns, so it's not going to be very easy to do this, so I'll get it done probably later in the day, and I'll hopefully video it and show you how that all works. So this is part A done. As far as getting it off the car, it's just reverse of what I'm going to show you, and I'm hoping now that we can start getting some performance upgrades on the car. The next step is PPE headers, and I'm going to modify the mid pipe and the T-piece in the factory back exhaust. I'm not putting aftermarket exhaust on it because I want to keep this thing as quiet as I can, because I hate loud V6s, they sound like crap. So we'll see how we go, but this is the tune and the F-Sport intake done. So just those two by themselves is a significant increase, so we'll just see how we go. And part B coming up. Alrighty, so here we are, we're doing the flash install. Air off, interior and exterior lights. Well, that might be a problem because I can't see it. Now you're ready to write to the ECU. So what we do, we've got it plugged in under the steering column, and we plug in here. And follow the on-screen instructions. So we go work, select, so we'll just hang that over there. We go select, work, writing. There's my tune, Mike tune 7200, and press OK. Wait, switch on the dash, so we go 1, oops, there we go, that drops, and 2, switch on the dash, and hope everything is off, should be. Then we go OK. Starting writing communication. The bonnet's open, or the hood as the Americans call it. It's identifying ECU, communication in progress, checking file processing in progress, more communication, and there's my mod. And this might take a little while, so this isn't very exciting, I understand, but when you do the initial saving of the file that's on the car, this is the exact same process, except you save the file instead of write to it, and then when you get on the computer, you then turn that off, upload it to your computer, send it to them by email, and for me it was, as I said, 24 hours or less actually. I got the file back, so here we are sitting in the car, and hopefully without any dramas we will have a flashed ECU, and we'll go for a drive, let it do its learning, and I might do a couple of 0 to 60 mile an hour or 0 to 100 kilometers an hour runs and just see if there's any difference in how the car behaves. Something I'm not sure of is whether it changes by itself at 7,000 RPM or whether you have to hold it and then use the paddles to change up, but I will find that out. I'm hoping that I can just put it into sport mode, lock it to 4th gear, and then that's all I need to run down the quarter mile, and it'll change at a higher RPM. If not, I'll have to learn how to change the paddles at probably about 6.5, and by the time the gearbox decides to change gear, it's probably hitting about 6.8, 6.9, so these aren't very fast at changing gears, not like an ISF where it's pretty well instant. These paddle changes, they're not really paddle changes, they just hold the gear that you need. So that's where we're at. It's almost finished. So I'm hoping if we get nice cool weather, which we'll have in the next, well, it's starting to cool down now, so we're in April, so June is our winter here. So June, July, there's a test and tune in July, which will be the coldest month. And by that time I should have the headers on and the exhaust upgrade with the midsection and the T-piece at the back. And I'm hoping a really low 13 or even get into the 12-second range. But that entirely depends on the temperature and the DA and all that sort of stuff. It's got more to do with that than the tune. So middle of summer when it's 35 degrees Celsius and high humidity, it will not do it. But cool, dry winter, yes, it should do it at night, where it's nice and dense air and not too humid, but nice and cold. Okay, switch off dashboard to continue. So we go off and the steering wheel's going to go up again. There we go. And select. Completed ECU writing is complete. Analyzing log in process. So we still just let everything do what it does. And it's done its analyzing, it's saving, and that's it. So what I'm hoping is we just unplug it and see if this thing starts. Now they do warn you that the first time you start it, there's a good chance it will fire up and then stall. So we are unplugged, and I'm hoping everything's in reasonable focus. Okay, so put on the brake, and that's exactly what I expected. So we'll go again. There we go. she's a runner. So next thing to do is go for a little drive, and I think they say, just turn that off, people think I'm gassing myself or something. ISFs have a little bit more to do, and probably if you've got an ISF and you do this, it's best to do it on a dynamometer, because you need to do a few long runs in 4th gear. But for 350 models and the 300, which is a US model, car needs to be driven normally between half an hour to an hour to facilitate ECU learning. So I'm going to go for a drive, and I'm going to take the Draggy app and VBox and go to my favourite little piece of road and see if we can improve the 0 to 60 time. So there you go. So I hope you enjoy the video. There's more to come, and follow my journey with this thing as we try to get it into the low 13 range, or even into a high 12, which would be awesome. Okay, thank you for watching and have a great day.